Warning, the following video may contain adult language and themes. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you have a problem with this, please stop playing this video now. Vlog entry. I just got done watching Body Snatchers. Body Snatchers, a 1993 sci-fi horror thriller, rated R. Currently, it has a 5.9 on Internet Movie Database. Directed by Abel Ferrara. Stars, Gabrielle Anwar, Meg Tilly, Terry Kinney, and a lot of other people. I gotta tell you, this is, first of all, I think you probably already know, but this is a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I believe, which was released in the 70s. I at least know it's a remake of that. I don't know if there was one before that, or if that was a remake. I'm not sure. You never know with these old ass horror movies. But the one from the 70s with Jeff Goldblum and what was the other guy's name? God damn, I can't remember his name. Jeff Goldblum and some other people. I really liked that one. That was a really fucking good movie. I don't even think it was rated R. Let me see. And it wasn't called Body Snatchers. It was called Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But I still think that counts in the same... I still think it's a remake. Even though it doesn't have the same title. Yep. That was even... I believe there was one released in the 50s, too. 1956, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978. That's the date. And God, I'm gonna be kicking myself over who starred in this. Yeah, the old one I believe was only the 70s one was only rated PG, which is pretty tame, and it's got 7.4 on the Internet Movie Database, so it's much higher. Donald Sutherland, that's his name. Stars Donald Sutherland, Brooke Adams, Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy, for Christ's sake. I love that one. That was a great movie. I really liked it. Really built the tension. Really built an atmosphere. Really great sci-fi horror thriller. This one, however, I did not like. I did not like this movie. I don't know if it's because I haven't seen the one from the 50s. I haven't seen the original one. I think that's the original one. But I don't know if I would have maybe judged this one better if I hadn't seen the one from the 70s, because I like the one from the 70s so much. This one, which is rated R, is just not any good in my opinion. It's a while before we actually see the aliens multiply. I think we get halfway through the movie before we actually see the aliens start to multiply. And and it seems like it's rushed. Their invasion and what we see of them setting up their invasion, it seems rushed compared to the 70s one. I'm not sure. The 70s one seemed like it was longer, and it seemed like it set up the invasion a lot better. This one is just, I don't like it. It's just, it pales in comparison. It's hard to explain why, too. And this one felt like it wasn't a globe. This one felt like the invasion was very localized, which I think it was. But the one in the old one, in the 70s one, it felt like it was really global. It felt really epic. And this one, I think they tried to make it seem like it was epic, but it just didn't come off that way. This one also stars Forrest Whitaker also for your information, it stars Forrest Whitaker. In one of his very early roles. I just didn't like this one very much. It didn't really have... I'm a firm believer, whenever I critique a horror movie, it either has to satisfy the visceral stuff, meaning blood, gore, sex, nudity, or it has to be very artsy. Like a Hitchcock movie, or, what have you, like a classic horror movie that is very artsy, or like a Stanley Kubrick horror movie, or it has to be visceral, like just, fun and trash. This doesn't really satisfy either. There wasn't hardly any nudity, or at least any trashy nudity. There was hardly any violence that I remember. There was a little bit of kind of body gore, but that's about it. Very forgettable movie, just not any good. Another thing, I liked in the original. Well, one thing I didn't like about this one was when the character would spot a human, he would point at him and do the famed scream, which is like, oh, I can't do it. But in the 70s one, it was very haunting and creepy. In this one, it doesn't really work. They look ridiculous when they do it. Also, I didn't buy that you could imitate them. I know in the 70s one, you could pass yourself off as one as long as you didn't display any emotion. But it seems like it didn't work in this one. I didn't buy that you'd get away with that. You know what I mean? Like you'd think they'd come up with some sort of secret handshake, or I thought they'd be able to detect you. But I mean, it was in the older one too, so I guess I can't fault this one for it. I don't know. I just didn't really like this one. The first, like I said, the first half of the movie isn't even about the invasion really. And when the invasion starts, it's just so quick and fast, and it feels so weak. It feels so localized. It doesn't feel global. It just feels like, and I don't know, but I don't think we saw any of the aliens use any guns, and I'm assuming they can use guns and artillery and weaponry because it's shown they can use trucks. I don't know if they used them in the old one. You know, I, to be quite honest, forgot about the old one. I can't really remember that much about it. I just remember I really liked it. Yeah, so I just didn't like this one. It's just not a very good remake. I saw the remake. Actually, I saw the Blob. I think it was made in the '80s with Shawnee Smith. I really like that one. I actually haven't seen any other versions of the Blob though. But I just did not like this remake. I just didn't think it was any good. Yeah, I just didn't like it. It wasn't creepy. It was hardly creepy. Like I thought the original was just. I mean, the one with Sutherland was just really creepy. I thought it was really well done. Jeff Goldblum is really good in it. Watch that one. Just forget about this one. Again, it's Body Snatchers, released in 1993, rated R. We'll list off some of the actors: Terry Kinney, Meg Tilly, Gabrielle Anwar, Riley Murphy, Billy Wirth, Christine Ellis, which I knew I recognized her from something. She was in Chucky 2, which I actually like Chucky 2. I think it's pretty good. Arlie Emery, he's always a classic. Kathleen Doyle, Forrest Whitaker. Meg Tilly was in Psycho 2, also another good sequel. Like Chucky 2. Anyway, so I would just say I give a pass on this. What would I give this out of 10? Honestly, what would I give this out of 10? Relative to what, the other movies I've rated, I'm thinking 5.8. Like what else did I rate? Um 5.8 probably is fitting enough. Yeah, that's probably 5.8. Just really underwhelmed by this movie. Anyway, okay, Body Snatchers. Kind of disappointed. Take it easy.